Sight KTR. Quick questions, concrete answers.
Hello to In Sight KTR. We are back and today we are celebrating an anniversary. Welcome to a new episode of our podcast, In Sight KTR. And as I told you, today we are celebrating an anniversary, 20 years of KTR Brazil. The subsidiary was founded in May 2002, and we are here to get to know it a little more in honor of the anniversary. And of course, I have a guest who will help me get a little glimpse behind the scenes at KTR do Brazil. It's Felipe da Rocha, Managing Director at KTR Brazil and in the company for 17 years. Welcome, Felipe. Thank you for taking the time to join me today.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Felipe, first of all, congratulations to the anniversary. Are you guys celebrating this milestone a little bit?
Oh, thank you very much. We didn't have time to celebrate yet, but we are preparing a very special celebration for our very special colleagues at KTR Brazil. So probably within next week, we make our celebration. 20 years is something you really need to celebrate. So we are very happy for that.
It's a long time. And of course, we want to know more about KTR Brazil and more about the team. Can you tell us about the company, how people work there and so on, please?
Yeah, so KTR Brazil was founded in 2002 by Mr. Marcelo Marcos. Probably you know him. He's actually the general manager of KTR Corporation, United States of America. And we are located in Pinhais City, in the state of Paraná, the south region of Brazil. And because great part of our customers are located in the south region of Brazil and southeast region. So we are 400 kilometers from São Paulo and 700 kilometers from Porto Alegre. So we are almost in the middle of the space, so it's easy to handle it. Today we are 23 people working here, and our mission is to sell KTR products around our country and always focusing in solutions, not only in selling products. So that's our mission, and that's what makes us different from other companies abroad.
Mm-hmm. As the colleagues in Germany told me, unlike most of the other subsidiaries, you also have a little production site and warehouse as well. Is it right?
Yeah, that's right. We have a little production and warehouse here because, as you know, we are very far away from Germany, and it doesn't make sense to offer products with delivery times of 16 or 75 days. And with our own stock here available, we can deliver within 2 or 3 days standard products, and that's what makes us different and better. We are more flexible, and when we have to offer some customized products or customized solutions, we can make it here. So that's a very big advantage. I don't think our customers would wait 16 days or more for standard parts. So to have our own stock here, it's a very big advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I understand. Let's talk about you personally. You have been with the company, as I said, for 17 years now. How did you start? What was your path to KTR, and how did you become the general manager?
Yeah, it's a long journey. I've started KTR in 2004. I was hired as an engineer intern. So I was studying mechanical engineer at that time, and I started being responsible for drawings and technical support to customers and other technical issues. When I finished my graduation, I started working as a sales engineer, and KTR Brazil was continually growing. And in 2015, I was moved to sales manager, a country sales manager. And in 2019, Marcelo, our former CEO, moved to KTR Corporation, United States, and I took over his position. And there is an interesting story behind that. That when I had the job interview at KTR at the very beginning, in the same week I had an interview with Bosch, the German company. But I was hired by KTR at that time, and 3 weeks later, the guys from Bosch called me and offered me the job. And I have to admit that I got really confused because Bosch is a big company. It was a good opportunity as well, and I didn't know exactly what to do at the time. And I decided to ask my father's opinion. And I will never forget, he told me, Felipe, you are a very young guy. You are at the very beginning of your career, so don't worry. You will have a lot of opportunities. If you want to move to another company in the future, you will. So you like the company, you like your boss. So if I were you, I would stay at KTR. And look how is the destiny. Here I am, 18 years, 17 years after, and yeah, I only have to say thank you, Dad, and also thank you, KTR, for all opportunities I had.
And it was an advice from a wise man.
Yeah, the most wise man for me.
So from what I hear, you are the youngest general manager at KTR right now. I'm curious, how do you feel about that?
Yes, I am. I think I took over the position from Timo, our CEO from Chile. So sorry, buddy. I feel great about that. It's very nice to see that all my effort were not in vain. So I think all opportunities gave by KTR were good for me and were good for company. And I feel very grateful and very excited about the future of KTR Brazil. I know the great potential we have here, and I'm very looking forward for the future. And of course, I need to say thank you for everyone that helped me to get here. So, yeah, that's it.
In this podcast, in Inside KTR, we try to answer as many questions as possible in up to around about 20 minutes. And I would like to thank all of you for sending us exciting questions via email to socialmedia@ktr.com. Please continue to do so and follow us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, Facebook, so you don't miss out on the news on our podcast. And the next question we received is another question for you, Felipe. KTR offers lots of products for different industries. Can you tell us which industries or which products are most important for Brazil?
So in KTR Brazil, we are selling products to OEM customers and also to distribution channel. We have a few of everything. Nowadays, I consider the agriculture business in the spot. We are selling couplings to them and also some coolers, and it's been a very important market for us. Also, I have to say that hydraulic components are very important for us. We are selling hydraulic components for industrial equipment, so it's a very strong market for us. So I consider these two markets the most important now.
You talked about coolers. Coolers are a relatively new product area for KTR compared to power transmission products such as couplings. Felipe, would you say that this new product area has brought KTR Brazil forward, or would the same success also be possible with couplings?
Yeah, for sure. Coolers are pushing us forward. Because we've been couplings experts for many years. Everybody knows KTR by couplings, and we are always present in different applications. So we are coupling experts. But coolers are giving us new opportunities. For example, we have customers that are already using our couplings in their machines, for example, mobile machines, and now they have opportunity to use our coolers as well. And they know the company, they know the high quality products we can offer, they know the engineer solutions we can offer, so they trust us. and it's been a very important market for us, and we are trying to develop more and more, but opportunities are coming more and more, and yeah, coolers now, it's a very important product for us.
At KTR Brazil, your team is quite big, so I would like to get to know your colleagues a little bit better. Can you please describe how your team is set up? How are tasks split?
Yeah, we're not so big. We are 23 people. We are separated in 4 different areas. We have the production, engineering, sales, and material handling. And I think we have a very young team. The year average is 33 years old. So it's a bunch of young people. However, that's not only young guys. There is experienced guys. We have a lot of people working with us for 10 or 18, 5 years. So I consider the combination of these young people and their experience are the key of our success.
When we in Europe think of Brazil, we always have the good weather and maybe wonderful beaches in mind. Now we have the chance to clear up prejudices or cliches like that. What is Brazil really like? What should we all know about your country?
Yeah, well, of course, we have amazing beaches and very good weather, especially in the summer, right? Summertime. However, Brazil is a huge country, continental size. For example, we are located in the south part of Brazil, and our weather it's similar to some countries in Europe. Last week, for example, we had -1 degrees. So yeah, it's too hard for us, but we already have low temperatures. It's something funny that in every global meeting I'm wearing a jacket. Someone asked me, "Hey Felipe, what's happening? You're wearing a jacket." And I have to say, sorry guys, I don't live in Rio de Janeiro. I live in the south part of Brazil, and our weather is not so hot as you imagine.
Okay.
Of course, the weather in the north coast of Brazil is always good, but inside the country, things are a little bit different.
I can imagine you have a lot of work. How often do you find the time to go to the beach, or maybe you dislike the beach?
Oh, I love to go to the beach. I have a little daughter, Isabella. She's almost 3 years old, and every time we can, we try to go to the beaches. But of course, we need to handle with our work time. But we had 2 weeks ago, 5 days, and we went to the northeast part of Brazil, and we got a very good sunshine, and it was great.
That sounds very, very good. So the last question for today, I already used in the podcast episode with our Finnish colleagues. I asked them for a Finnish word we all should know, and their answers were quite funny. Is there a Portuguese word that comes to your mind that we should know, or that you need all the time, maybe in your work?
Oh, honestly, the Finnish word is unbeatable. I've tried so many times to speak that and without success. So yeah, we don't have any complicated word like that. What we have here, we have a word called saudade. Yeah, there is no translation to other languages. Saudade is a word to express the feeling of missing someone or something. This expresses the feeling of missing, and that's nothing compared to our Finnish friends offered, but it's a curiosity. Yeah.
So thank you very much. And that for today was the last question. Thank you very much, Filipe, for joining me today to answer my questions. And the questions we got to social media at ktr.com. questions about KTR Brazil. And of course, many thanks to you out there for watching and listening to In Sight KTR. Hope to see and to hear you again next time. And all the best and take care. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.